those are all labels to the wiring harness on the DURAMAX, which means this thing is almost ready to go. There's still some labels on here for the accessories, like the AC here, the alternator, I don't know, top of EGR maybe, something like that. But we're not putting the EGR in. Anyways, what's up guys? It's Nasty Nate. This thing is getting close. So we got almost all the wiring harness installed, fuel filter installed back here, glow plug control module installed, the wires hooked up. I'm not really sure what's next, so I'm either going to start putting accessories on, or I'm going to try to crank this thing so I can loosen the crank pulley. When I loosen the crank pulley, we'll be able to do the water pump, and then this thing is ready to be buttoned up and it should be good to go. So stay tuned guys, and we'll see what happens today. The new welded water pump going on, new O-rings. Had to crank over the truck to get the crank pulley off, so I put a pry bar against the floor, bumped the starter on the truck, and it came right loose. So that was pretty cool. But this thing is ready to go in. Looks super good. Got it all cleaned up. We'll get it in. So the water pump housing is back on with the new water pump. New gasket down here. New O-rings in the water pump. New O-rings here and up here for the thermostat housing. New heater hose right here. New hose clamps. So water pump is good to go, and we are ready to put the rest of the accessories on, and after that it's ready to fire. So the accessories are down here. I think this is for the AC compressor, and I don't know what else. And then this is for the fan. This is the clutch for the fan. And then this is obviously alternator with the adjuster pulley thing and some idler pulleys that have to go back on. And then radiator hose. Oh, power steering is unbolted down here. Radiator hose, and then intake over here that goes into the Y bridge, and then the actual intake from the turbo, and then the whatever this is called, the tube that goes from here to the intercooler. So we are getting really close. So I'm going to try to get the accessories on tonight, and I'll show you what I can do tonight, and we'll see what happens. But stay tuned, this thing is going to be running soon. It's getting late guys, but I am buttoning up this thing. So right now we have all the accessories on the front of the engine. The wiring down here I had to change a little bit. It wasn't gonna bolt to the bracket where I had it, so I changed that. Oh yeah, that's a typical day for me. Oil cap thing is on. AC compressor, I never actually unhooked. It's right there. I just have to flip it on and tighten it with those bolts. And then I can put the intake on, and I can put these wires on. This goes to the back of the alternator. This also goes to the alternator. I have labeled right here. So we're gonna do that, and I think the rest of these wires that are unplugged are just all EGR stuff. There's two AC compressor wires right here that'll go on last probably, and then I have one coolant line to run, which is from somewhere down here. It's actually right here where my middle finger is, under this red rag. That has to get ran to the firewall, but I have to get those weird like clamps that go around the line, and they go like in between the fitting, so they pull the fitting off of the hard line. But that's pretty much it for this. let me install this wiring on the alternator, and I think that's all we're gonna do tonight because it's kind of late. But tomorrow we're probably cranking this thing up. So stay tuned, guys. DURAMAX is about ready to start. It's gonna sound nasty with that 3-inch downpipe, the EGR delete. So stay tuned, guys. Make sure you watch out for that video, the first startup, and it should be a good one. See you guys.